Welcome to this meditation for one of the most challenging experiences of the human heart, releasing someone you still love. If you're here, you're likely facing one of life's most profound paradoxes: how to let go of someone your heart doesn't want to release. This might be because of circumstances beyond your control, incompatible life paths, or the painful recognition that love alone isn't always enough. First, I want you to know that what you're feeling is not wrong. Love doesn't simply disappear because a relationship ends. The capacity to love deeply, even when it hurts, speaks to the beauty of your heart. Find a comfortable position where you can sit quietly without interruption. This is sacred time for your healing. Place one hand on your heart and one on your stomach. Feel your body breathing. Feel your heart beating. You are alive, you are resilient, and you will move through this. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or soften your gaze downward. Take a deep, gentle breath in, and let it out slowly, releasing a little bit of the weight you've been carrying. Before we begin the work of releasing, we need to honor what you're feeling. In our culture, we're often told to get over it or move on quickly, but healing requires us to first acknowledge the depth of our experience. Take a moment to feel whatever is present in your body right now. Maybe there's a heaviness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, or an ache that seems to live in your bones. Maybe there's anger mixed with sadness, or confusion tangled with longing. All of this is welcome here. You don't need to fix or change anything right now. Imagine you're creating a circle of gentle, warm light around yourself. This is your sanctuary, where you can feel everything without judgment. Your love for this person is real. Your pain is real. Your need to eventually let go is also real. All of these truths can exist together. Breathe into this safe space. With each breath, let the light grow a little brighter, a little warmer. You are held here. You are supported in your healing. Place both hands on your heart now and whisper to yourself, either aloud or silently, "My love was real. My pain is real. My healing is possible." Now we're going to do something that might seem counterintuitive. We're going to honor and celebrate the love you shared before we work on releasing it. Think about this person you're learning to let go of. Instead of focusing on the pain of separation, let's focus on the gift of having experienced this love at all. Remember a moment when you felt deeply connected to them. Maybe it was a quiet morning together, a conversation that lasted hours, or simply the way they looked at you when they thought you weren't paying attention. Feel that love in your heart. Notice that the love itself isn't causing you pain, it's the attachment, the grasping, the wish that things could be different that creates suffering. The love you shared was a gift. Even if it couldn't last forever, it expanded your heart. It taught you something about your capacity for connection. It showed you parts of yourself you might never have discovered otherwise. Take a moment to send gratitude to this person, not for staying, but for the love you shared while you were together. Silently, you might say, "Thank you for showing me how deeply I can love. Thank you for the joy we shared. Thank you for the lessons, even the difficult ones. Thank you for being part of my story." Feel your heart expanding with this gratitude. This is love without attachment, appreciating what was without demanding what cannot be. Here's one of the most important distinctions we can make: there's a difference between love and attachment. Love is open, generous, and free. Love wants the best for the other person, even if that doesn't include you. Love can exist without possession. Attachment, on the other hand, is the part that clings, that says "I need you to be happy," or I can't imagine life without you. Attachment creates suffering because it demands that reality be different than it is. You can keep the love and release the attachment. Imagine your love for this person as a beautiful bird in your cupped hands. Attachment would be closing your hands tightly, trying to keep the bird with you. But the bird needs to fly, not because there's anything wrong with your hands, but because that's its nature. True love opens the hands and lets the bird soar, even if it flies away from you. As you breathe, imagine gently opening your hands. You're not killing the bird of your love, you're setting it free. And in that freedom, paradoxically, the love becomes more pure, more beautiful. Breathe into this image. Feel your hands slowly opening, your heart expanding with the courage to love without grasping. Now we come to the heart of our practice, the gentle, sacred act of releasing. I want you to imagine yourself standing by a beautiful, flowing river. The water is clear and warm, and it's moving steadily toward the horizon. This river represents the natural flow of life, carrying all things in their proper time. In your hands, you're holding a small boat made of flower petals. This boat contains everything you need to release, your hopes for a future together, your plans that will never unfold, your wish that things could be different. You might place in this boat your dream of growing all together, or the life you imagined building, or simply your need to know why things ended as they did. Don't rush this process. Take time to acknowledge each thing you're placing in the boat. It's okay to feel sadness as you do this. You're not just releasing a person, you're releasing a future you dreamed of. When you're ready, gently place the boat in the river and watch as the current takes it downstream. You're not throwing it away in anger, you're tenderly entrusting it to the flow of life. As the boat moves away from you, notice that you still have love in your heart. The boat carried your attachment, your grasping, your need for things to be different. But the love remains, transformed now into something lighter, freer. Watch until the boat disappears around a bend in the river. Take a deep breath and place your hands on your heart. Whisper, I release you with love. I release you with gratitude. I release you to your highest good. When we're deeply connected to someone, we often have energetic threads extending from our heart to theirs. Part of releasing is calling this energy back to ourselves, not in anger or rejection, but in wholeness. Imagine golden threads of light extending from your heart toward this person. These threads represent all the energy, attention, and emotional investment you've placed in them and in the relationship. Now, with great gentleness and self-compassion, begin calling this energy back home to your heart. You're not cutting the threads harshly, you're lovingly drawing your life force back to where it belongs. As this golden light returns to you, feel your heart growing brighter, fuller, more complete. This is your energy, your life force, your precious emotional resources coming back home where they can nourish your own healing and growth. You might visualize this returning energy filling any empty spaces in your heart with warm, golden light. You are becoming whole unto yourself again. Breathe deeply and feel yourself centered in your own being, your own life, your own beautiful future that's still unfolding. In the space that's been created by your releasing, something new can now grow. Place your hands on your heart and feel the rich, fertile soil that your experience has created. Heartbreak, when moved through consciously, becomes compost for new growth. What do you want to plant in this space? Maybe it's self-compassion, or trust in life's timing, or openness to unexpected joy. Maybe it's the seed of knowing that you can love deeply and survive the loss. Maybe it's wisdom about what you want in future relationships, or simply a deeper appreciation for your own strength. Choose one quality or intention and imagine planting it gently in your heart. Water it with your breath, give it light with your awareness, and trust that in the proper time, it will bloom into something beautiful. You are not broken by this experience, you are being broken open, and that's where the light gets in. As we prepare to end this meditation, take a moment to appreciate the courage it took to do this work. Releasing someone you love is one of the most difficult and brave things you can do. You haven't stopped loving them, you've transformed your love from attachment to blessing, from grasping to freedom. That's sacred work. Remember that releasing is not a one-time event, it's a practice. There will be days when you need to return to the river and send another small boat downstream. That's normal and natural. Be patient with yourself in this process. You can return to this meditation whenever you need to. You can call upon the image of opening your hands to let love fly free whenever attachment arises. Most importantly, remember that your capacity to love deeply is one of your greatest gifts. Don't let this experience close your heart, let it teach your heart to love more wisely, more freely. When you're ready, take 3 deep breaths. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Slowly open your eyes and return to your day, carrying with you the peace of knowing that love and letting go can coexist in the same heart. You are loved. You are whole. You are free. This meditation can be revisited whenever you feel the pull of attachment returning. Remember, healing isn't linear, and releasing is a practice of compassion, both for the person you're letting go of, and for yourself. Trust the process. Trust your heart. Trust that love, in its truest form, is always about freedom.